Alrighty guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. So the Chicago Bulls, man, I think we all know what's wrong with them. They're on like the verge of rebuilding now after like acquiring DeMar DeRozan, Nikola Vucevic, Alex Caruso, all these guys. But it's kind. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of injuries, man. And that's probably what happened, and I think they should maybe rebuild if they're not doing good at the trade deadline. And we all know that like Lonzo Ball is hurt. He's probably not going to play anytime soon. He was actually a really, really good player when he was healthy, man. 13 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, almost 2 steals per game, almost 1 block per game, and he shot 42% from 3. He was actually a really good player, man, like a really, really good starting point guard for your team, especially the Chicago Bulls, man, because if you include Lonzo Ball with this Bulls, I feel like they're a contender either way, and yeah, we'll just have to see how they do, man. I mean, once again, they did sign like Javon Carter to take his place. It's not amazing. I mean, Javon Carter's a really good player, like 8 points, 42% from 3, really good 3-point shooter. He can be a good defender at times. I feel like he's gonna fit well with the Chicago Bulls starting lineup. And if they don't start him, they'll probably start like Ayo Dosunmu, or they might even start Alex Caruso or Kobe White. Man, we'll just have to see what they do. But yeah, it's definitely gonna be an interesting season to see what the Chicago Bulls do this year. Will they go ahead and rebuild? They also went ahead, I believe, signed Torrey Craig. They re-signed Ayo Dosunmu. Yeah, before the Toronto Raptors got him, I heard that was like an option. And then yeah, they re-signed Kobe White as well to like a $36 million contract. So definitely a lot. But I feel like it wasn't a great off season, but it wasn't like, okay, it was a decent off season. So I'm gonna say like it wasn't great or it wasn't bad. It was like a decent off season. That's all I'm gonna say. But if you take a look at the rotation, the way it is right now, the way 2K has it, they got Javon Carter, Alex Caruso, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Nikola Vucevic, Patrick Williams, Andre Drummond, Kobe White, and Torrey Craig, and Ayo Dosunmu. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna go ahead and move LaVine to the 2. Then I'm gonna move DeRozan back to the small forward. Their original positions, I know like DeRozan played some shooting guard back in his time in like I'm pretty sure like San Antonio, his down Toronto days, but I'm gonna move him to small forward since we have Zach LaVine. And then that should make our lineup a little bit bigger and better. So we got Javon Carter, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Patrick Williams, Nikola Vucevic, Alex Caruso, Andre Drummond, Kobe White, Torrey Craig, and Ayo Dosunmu. That should make our bench better as well. We don't have to play Ayo Dosunmu in rotation, whatever, but I kind of want to. So once again, we could start Alex Caruso at the point guard if we really want to, because Alex Caruso, really, he can play any position instead of center, in my opinion, man, because I feel like he played some power forward last year, unless I'm completely wrong. And then either we can also start Kobe White at the point guard option, but I think year one, I'm gonna start Javon Carter, and like I said, if we're doing bad, I'll stop at the trade deadline. Just say forget it, I'm just gonna go and rebuild. Trade Rosen, Zach LaVine. But if we're doing good, I'll try to put this team back into contender mode. I'll like make a move, to go ahead and put this team in contender mode. But like I said, if we're doing bad, I'll just go ahead and blow it up. And yeah, I'll see you guys at the end of the season. I would love for us to do good. I really don't want to trade LaVine, DeRozan, Vucevic. I really hope we do good, man. Okay, so we are stopping at the trade line right now. We're 25 and 26 on this season. So I actually got a couple of options maybe we can go ahead and do. Once again, we're not necessarily terrible. We're definitely better than we were last year. I feel like we were like the 10th seed last year, so I feel like we're one move away from being a legitimate contender. We definitely need a starting point guard, man, because I thought, like, when I meant bad, I mean, like, not in the playoffs at all. We're the 9th seed, so I feel like we're one move away from, like, being a legitimate contender. So I feel like what I want to do here, I mean, we couldn't necessarily rebuild. Like, if I can't find anything, I might go ahead and rebuild. So there was actually a lot of options, man. So I was looking at DeMar DeRozan trades because, he's 34. He doesn't do really good in 2K. I mean, when he's like, I mean, yeah, like right now he's doing pretty good, but when he gets like older, he does absolutely terrible. He goes down to like a 60. It's just not amazing. So there are actually a lot of offers that I was interested in, man. And offer number one I was interested in, we got DeRozan and Javon Carter going to Philadelphia for Tobias Harris and Kelly Oubre. Javon Carter does suck trading. He's averaging 13 points per game, 38% from three. And yeah, Tobias Harris would be kind of younger. I feel like this trade, but we won't have really a starting point guard after doing this. We're gonna have to start out Sumu. We're getting Kelly Oubre as a nice though. But got Bobby Portis, Chris Middleton. Then other offer I kind of had an interest in was the Hawks offer. We get DeJounte Murray and Clint Capella. The other offers, De'Aaron Fox, Jalen Brunson would be unrealistic. Other offer I had in mind was this Detroit Pistons offer. Man, we're trading DeRozan and Julian Phillips over to the Pistons for Bojan Bogdanovic and Monty Morris. We can get a starting point guard in Monty Morris, and we get Bojan Bogdanovic, which they're the same age, so I mean, it really doesn't help at all. Maybe the Pistons take on an expiring contract. They trade Bojan Bogdanovic to get it. Maybe they want to do that. That's an option. Other offer I had in mind was the Toronto Raptors. They're giving me Pascal Siakam and Jakob Pertl. I don't want to trade Vucevic for Jakob Pertl though. So also other offer I had in mind was DeRozan and Kobe White for Fred VanVleet and Alfred Sengun. Fred VanVleet alone will be kind of good. We got Bradley Beal. We got Jalen Williams, Rudy Gobert. Now it's just getting unrealistic. So I feel like the trades I would do was the Sixers, maybe the Hawks. So it was the Sixers, or we can do this off the Pelicans. We get Brandon Ingram. So it was either the Sixers, Pistons, or the Rockets. To be honest, man, this Pistons offer it's kind of good. I mean, I would definitely do this, but I had another option in mind. I don't know if it would make any sense though. So basically, like we get a starting point guard in Fred VanVleet. We trade DeRozan for it. We can start Patrick Williams, but that wouldn't really make sense. That wouldn't really put us in contender mode. So I might not even do that trade. But I kind of like part of me wants to do this Boyan by Donovan trade with the Pistons, man. Like we get Boyan, Monty Morris could start for the rest of the year, and then like we can get Pascal Siakam, like I said. But I feel like if De'Aaron Fox or Jordan offers you would accept it, right? And Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson's a stud, man. 25 points. He would definitely make the team better. But once again, I don't like trading like a small forward for a point guard straight up. And we get Boyan and a point guard. I feel like that's pretty fair. That's a fair trade. Miles Bridges, I don't want, man. He just keeps getting arrested. We got DeJounte Murray. Like I said, man, I think I might go with either. I think I'm gonna go with the Pistons over, man. The Pistons get expiring DeMar DeRozan, which they can help, which he can definitely help them make the playoffs. A significant upgrade over Boyan, and then we just give him Julian Phillips. Probably won't develop at all. We get a starting point guard on Monte Morris, man. I think we go ahead and do this. We get Bojan Bogdanovic from the Detroit Pistons, and we also get a starting point guard on Monte Morris. With Lonzo Ball, I uninjured him for a sec because I thought I was going to trade him for something, but we're not. I'll injure him again. So yeah, I won't cheat. And then Monte Morris. So we have a pretty good point guard rotation for sure. That's a little bit better. And then I would love to trade for like a backup small forward now that we have that. So once again, it's not the best trade in the world by any means, but that doesn't mean I'm really done necessarily making moves. We still got some expirings we can go ahead and trade. I think we go ahead and trade for a legitimate point guard. Even though I knew you guys might probably not have liked that trade, which it was kind of but I'm gonna try and trade for starting point guard now, man. Because I don't think that trade still gets us better. I'm gonna try and trade for a starting point guard. Never mind, I couldn't really find anything, so we got Monte Morris, Zach LaVine, Bojan Bogdanovic, Patrick Williams, Nikola Vucevic, Alex Caruso, Andre Drummond, Kobe White, and Torrey Craig, with Javon Carter. So it's definitely, it's not amazing. I mean, that wasn't an amazing trade by any means, but I'll definitely make up for it, man. I'm gonna win a championship with the Bulls. I don't know if I should have said that, but I'm gonna try to win a championship with the Bulls, man. It's gonna be difficult, but I think we can. I think we can do it. I definitely think we can go ahead and win a championship with the Bulls. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. So at the end of the season, Nikola Jokic is your MVP, Rookie of the Year, Victor Wembanyama, Sixth Man Chris Paul, Defensive Player Giannis, Most Improved Naz Reid, Clutch Player going to Trae Young, Coach of the Year going to Nick Nurse of Philly, All-NBA First Team, All-NBA Second Team, All-NBA Third Team. So, we were actually a playoff team. We were the third seed, so I guess that trade really panned off, man. Monte Morris. Yeah, he was playing actually pretty good. 10.5 points. He scored a lot. In his time in his second stint with the Bulls. So yeah, it was actually really good. But if you take a look at the player stats, the way it is right now, we got 21 from Zach LaVine, 16 from Boyan, we got 12 from Nikola Vucevic. Really hasn't done anything yet. For some reason, he was mad. 30% from three after shooting like 35. Vucevic is a good three-point shooter. I don't know what happened to him. We got 11 from Javon Carter, 10.5 from Monte Morris, 10 from Andre Drummond, 10 from Alex Caruso. I'm probably gonna go ahead and use his money in a trade. Probably next offseason, him and Kobe White's maybe. I'm not 100% on that. We got 9.5 from Patrick Williams, 9 from Kobe White, 5 from Ida Simu, 5 from Torrey Craig, 3 from Dalen Taylor, and 7 from Taylor. From Harry Taylor, I think that was his name. But let's see. Do we go ahead and run like strength rotation, like kick Javon Carter out or out of Sumu? I don't know if he should do that really, but we got the New York Knicks. So Jalen Brunson, someone I could have got for DeMar DeRozan, but obviously I wouldn't see one. I would not see one reason why the Knicks would do that. Maybe they can move DeRozan to the two, start quickly, but I still wouldn't see why they would do that. So against the New York Knicks, we are going to go ahead and go up 3-2, but we're gonna beat them. Okay, let's go Chicago. Monte Morris is out, but Alonzo Ball, he said he actually wants to return to basketball. He's not gonna quit. He's definitely not gonna retire. That's what he said in an interview with the Chicago Bulls on Media Day, I'm pretty sure. So maybe if we get Alonzo back in this team, man, we'll just have to see what happens. But we got Milwaukee now. We all know they got Dame, Pat Connaughton, Chris Middleton, Giannis, Brook Lopez, Cameron Payne, Malik Beasley, Jay Crowder, Martin Bogan, Robin Lopez, and Don Antetokounmpo. So against the Milwaukee Bucks, game one, they're gonna take. They're actually the playing team. It's kind of interesting. Wow. Okay, they're gonna go up 2-0 on us. We're gonna get one game. They're gonna go up 3-2. I mean 3-1. We're gonna lose in five. So I expect that to happen. I really expected that to happen, but I mean I don't think we rebuild, man. I don't think we go and just blow it up. I think we still try and build a contender because we're the third seed. After, like I said, man, we're one move away from being legit. So all these guys retiring, but no Bulls players as hard. So really doesn't matter to me too much. So heading into the draft lottery here, I don't think we have our lottery pick. It's projected 11 to Portland, and we are not gonna get that pick, like I said. So yeah, the Blazers. I could have tanked for that pick. I actually could have did that. That probably would have been smart to the Blazers. They were worse than us, so that's probably why. So I could actually tank for that pick and just trade Ron for a couple firsts, but I decided not to and still contend, like I said. So let's see, man. So we got LaVine under contract, Boyan under contract, and Nikola Vucevic under contract. One thing I did want to do was like look for trade offers from Nikola Vucevic. Like I wouldn't see why not. I mean Vucevic. I mean yeah, he's another guy that I feel like the Bulls could trade. Maybe at the deadline, blow it up, like I said. And I think we trade Nikola Vucevic, man. I think we trade Vooch and the asset for like a better center to see what we can get. So I'm actually trying to, do this trade here with the New York Knicks. We're trading Kobe White and Nikola Vucevic and like pick 23 in the draft and a second to get Mitchell Robinson, Josh Hart, and pick 20 in the draft. So getting Mitchell Robinson and Josh Hart is already like the icing on top. We can go ahead and get a first round pick, move up 3 spots in the draft. That would be this might actually be an amazing trade. Man, the Knicks get a better center. They get Kobe White in a first and a second. They give up Mitchell Robinson, Josh Hart. Mitchell Robinson, I feel like he's mad at the Knicks for some reason. I don't know why. I feel like he just doesn't like it there. But let's say we do this trade, and they want Boyan. They'll give me Dante DiVincenzo. I don't know if I'm okay with doing that trade, to be honest with you. I mean, like, I'll be okay with, like, not, drafting because we're in contender mode. So, Vooch, Kobe White, first and a second. What do you say, New York? And they want a small forward because it weakens them apparently at the small forward position. So, I mean, we can move, like, probably Torrey Craig to the small forward or something like that, and then just trade him to you. I mean, that could be an option. Okay, and he actually goes up, so that's actually amazing. So I'm gonna try and do that. So it was Vucevic to the New York Knicks. Let me show you the trade. So Vucevic, and then we get Josh Hart, and then I will give you Torrey Craig, or again, never mind, he's a free agent. Okay, I mean, I guess I'll give you like a first round pick instead. So Kobe White, I'm not trading Caruso, and then I'll give you a first, and then a 2028 first round pick, which should have value in the future. And then you give me pick 23. I mean, pick 20. What do they say to this? And they still decline. Okay, they still want a small forward, dude. I mean, if we move Kobe White to the small forward, does he go up or down, or does he stay the same? He goes up. Okay, so that should maybe get the trade to go through. I mean, hopefully. But let's say okay, so Mitchell Robinson. Then we go ahead and we get Josh Hart for Vucevic and Kobe White, who's a small forward now. So and then I'll give up pick 23 in the draft. See what they say to that. They want a second, and then they'll give me a second. Okay, I would do this trade, but let's just say you give me pick 20 instead, and they want okay, let's go back. Let's go back, man. I'll do the second for second trade. Okay, so we're doing this okay, so let's go ahead and do the trade here. They don't want a second round pick anymore. They just want our pick in the draft. I'll do it. So we get Mitchell Robinson and Josh Hart, two really good role players. Mitchell Robinson could start. Then we'll have a bench piece in Josh Hart, which he can back up Boyan, which is honestly amazing, man. I feel like the next thing I would do is trade for like a starting point guard. Maybe trade Boyan for one, start Josh Hart next year. That could be an option. But for now, it's gonna go ahead and hop into the team and player options to see what we can do. So really good GM work right there. So we got Torrey Craig accepting, Dalen Terry going to accept, Lonzo Ball declines player option, and Terry Taylor. So like I said, we could bring back Lonzo Ball because he said he's gonna play basketball again. Which yeah, I mean it's his words, man. We could bring it back, Lonzo Ball, or I mean where is he? Can we bring it back? Hold on, Lonzo Ball, where are you at, buddy? Okay, Lonzo. Okay, he might be like all the way down here. So I mean, let's see. So okay, Lonzo. I'm about to search up his name, but I'm gonna find him though. Do we have cap space, man? I mean, I don't think we do. Let me just make sure. Okay, I don't think we have cap space, right? No, we don't. Okay, so I'm gonna say I'm scouting LeBron, but okay, so Lonzo Ball, I'm probably gonna go ahead and bring you back. Lonnie Walker here as well. But Lonzo Ball, I'm gonna go ahead and probably bring him back, man. He'll be our starting point guard this year. He said he's gonna play basketball again, which I actually believe him on that one. So Lonzo Ball, once again, giving him this contract is a huge risk, but I'm gonna take this risk, man. We're getting Lonzo Ball back. He's an absolute stud, and then Patrick Williams, 30 million is insane, not gonna lie. So I'm gonna wait for Lonzo Ball to come back, and then I'm gonna bring back Patrick Williams later because that's way too much money. So Lonzo Ball will be fully healthy this season, and then Monte Morris is another guy I want to bring back as well. So I'll go ahead and bring in Monte Morris to be our backup. So really good there, Lonzo and Monte Morris. Once again, that point guard depth is amazing. We also need a backup center, so I see Mason Plumlee, but I don't know if we can still bring him in. So Zoe and Monte, I'm not renouncing anyone important. No, I'm not. Okay, so we're bringing in those two. Lonzo Ball, he's going to be fully healthy this season. Javon Carter, somebody we could dump now, but I like him for now, just in case Lonzo doesn't, play good. So we got Monte Morris, I just assume Javon Carter, Lonzo Ball. We got Zach LaVine, Alex Caruso, Boyan, Josh Hart, Torrey Craig. I'm going to move Craig probably back to like the power forward position now, since we don't really need him to play that position. I only did it because of the trade. We need a backup center. We need Patrick Williams back. So Patrick Williams didn't really offer. I mean, no really good offers from him. So we can bring back Drummond, but I think I'm gonna sign like Drew Eubanks instead. And then if we can still sign Drummond to the minimum, that would be amazing. So yeah, we're bringing in those two guys as nice depth. So we're bringing in two backup centers. So Drew Eubanks and then Andre Drummond. Okay, he signs with the Jazz. So never mind. Okay, so let's see if he can still sign like that third string center. So I see Bismack Biyombo, which he would actually be kind of perfect. So him as a third string center is amazing. As far as center depth is good. How many players do we have on our team at the moment? We have about 14. So, well, so we got. I think we need to bring back Patrick Williams on like day 12 and wait for like his asking price to go down. So Patrick Williams, we're on day 11. What is it? Okay, it went down to 25. It's a huge risk giving him this contract as well, which sucks. He might not even come at his qualifying offer, which I guess I'll give it to him, man. Let's say it's a flat zero, 25 million. This does suck giving him this contract, but I'm gonna take that risk. Patrick Williams, welcome back to the team. Into player progression, we got Bojan Bogdanovic going down, Josh Hart, all these guys going up, Caruso going down, Addison was going up though, Drew Eubanks. Lonzo Ball is gonna be fully healthy this year, so he'll be our starting point guard. We got Dalen Terry going up. We got Torrey Craig going down. Terry Taylor and Bismack Biyombo. So I feel like one thing I could do is trade for a better backup power forward, because Craig is probably not going to get any minutes this year. So I'm going to try and get a backup power forward. So heading into the season with the rotation of Monte Morris, how long is Lonzo Ball from coming back, bro? Okay, so we 2 to 4 months. So Lonzo Ball will be back in 2 to 4 months. That's clutch right there. So your rotation now, we got Monte Morris. This will be Lonzo Ball at the end of the season. Zach LaVine, Boyan Bogdanovic, Patrick Williams, Mitchell Robinson, Josh Hart, Alex Caruso. I just include Drew Eubanks and Javon Carter. So like I said, man, do we want to go ahead and kick out Javon Carter, or do you just want to go ahead and just, I mean, I don't think we can do it. I mean, Javon Carter, 11 points, 30% from three. I think we keep him in the rotation and then trade for a backup power forward. We can move Boyan there, but I'm fine the way it is right now. So I feel like at the deadline, I'm not saying we could do it, but we might do this. I might trade Boyan for a better starting small forward, or we can just dump him. Like, if we're not doing good, we can just sell him this season once again, trade Boyan for a first round pick, and then we go ahead and enter the draft lottery. We could do that once again, but I want us to be good. That's the thing. So I'll see you guys at the trade deadline. Maybe to sell on Boyan Bogdanovic if we're not doing good. Extension deadline. I'm gonna extend Alex Caruso. I'm gonna give him a 1-year deal worth $4 million. I feel like that's pretty fair for his value. At the end of the season, Nikola Jokic is your MVP. Rookie of the Year is Isaiah Collier. Sixth man Ahmed Thompson. Defensive player Evan Mobley. Most improved Jonathan Kuminga. And your flex player Leonard Luka Doncic. Coach of the Year goes to Billy Donovan. So at the end of the year, we were one of the best teams, 57-25 in the season. So here's our NBA first team. We got Lonzo's brother making it in LaMelo. All NBA second team. Tatum and Dame are hurt. All NBA third team. We don't get any, Chicago Bulls representatives, which I guess is fine for now. But we were the number one seed. Like I said, we were one of the best teams in the league, and Lonzo Ball is fully healthy now. So take a look at the player stats here. We had 26.5 from Zach LaVine, 17 from Boyan Bogdanovic, 17 from Patrick Williams. We have 15 from Monte Morris, 15 from Lonzo Ball, 10 from Josh Hart, 7.5 from Iverson, 7 from Javon Carter, 7 from Alex Caruso, 6 from Dalen Terry, 5, and then 10 from Mitchell Robinson, 4 from Drew Eubanks, 2 from Bismack Biyombo, then 1 from Torrey Craig. So all around is pretty good. We got Toronto. So we got James Harden, Malik Monk, Scotty Barnes, Chris Boucher, Joachim Poeltl, Jalen Duren. So no more Pascal Siakam in Toronto, which is very interesting. Do they have any injured players? They have Precious Achiuwa injured, but I'm not going to worry about that. So game 1, Iverson was fully healed. They're going to take. Game 2, they're going to take. And game 3, they're going to take. Wow. It's actually kind of crazy, man. I don't expect us to go out and lose like this. Maybe I should trade up Moyan at the deadline. I don't know, but I did not expect this to happen. Okay, that's actually pretty wild. Okay, so we're down 3-0 right now by the Toronto Raptors, which Raptors, man, this team right now is not really that good. They should not be up 3-0. It's actually really rare to happen in 2K. I mean, but we're gonna go ahead and beat them 114-113, so we get one game on them. Yeah, but let's just see what happens, man. Can we go ahead and take the lead here, man? I mean, can we get 2 games? And can we go 2 games to 3? And we are gonna get 2 games, okay? But can we now force a game 7? 110-134, 35 from Zach LaVine, 19 from Boyan, 30 from James Harden. So can we go ahead and force a game 7? And then if we win this, we should have a game 7 back in Chicago. And it is looking like it's going to be a pretty close game at the very end. And we're going to pull it off. We're going to force a game 7. 140-127. 33 from Zach LaVine, 28 from Boyan, 15 from Monte Morris. So we're going to a game 7 here in Chicago. I'm pretty sure Drew Eubanks, but yeah, it's back in Chicago. Okay, so game 7 in Chicago. I'll be really disappointed if we go ahead and lose here. So basically, yeah, we're gonna lose. So it's basically all of that for nothing. We get destroyed, man. 146-97. We get absolutely demolished by the Toronto Raptors. So yeah, that's just how it goes, man. I didn't expect us to actually go and lose like that, but I guess we'll just have to see. We lost by a playing team after being one of the best teams. That playing team goes on to the finals. Like, this team is really not this good, man. I don't really get it. And we got them going on to win championship finals MVP, go to James Harden. I really don't get how this team won, man. Heading into player retirements, Chris Paul is going to retire a Golden State Warrior, averaging 20.3 games. So shout out to him. And then we got LeBron James retiring. Chris Paul averaging 20 points. Yeah, and at the age of 40, it's kind of crazy. So Iguodala, Al Horford, Mike Conley, Thaddeus Young, all these guys retiring once again. I mean, yeah, I do see a Chicago Bull. And it looks like Torrey Craig is going to call a quit at the age of 34. It's heading into the draft lottery here, man. I really don't expect us to have that pick once again. It's probably going to go to Portland anyway. I don't think that's even a lottery pick. No, it's not. I think it's a lottery protected. They're like 10 years or something like that. But yeah, I have a plan of what I want to do here, but I don't know. Like Boyan's gonna have to be under contract. I think we can actually extend him, or can we? No, we cannot extend him. Okay, so. Alright, so that's Boyan. I mean, yeah, we cannot extend him at the moment, but can we extend, like, somebody else, though? Because why not? So we can extend Zach LaVine if we really want to. We can, okay, so what I want to do is I want to get a second star next to Zach LaVine, because Zach LaVine's carrying us right now at 26.5 points per game. I feel like we need someone else that can just drop 20 points that we can know, that we can expect to drop 20 points. Boyan at the age of 36, averaging 17, 40% from 3. He's a role player, man, but I want another stud, another superstar next to Zach LaVine. But I don't know how I'm going to do that. What pick do we have? We got pick 20 from Portland. So, I don't know. Should we sign and trade Boyan, maybe get a better small forward, or should we just keep Boyan maybe for one more year? It's hard, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I do want to go ahead and get a backup power forward in the draft. Let's hop into the draft, man, and see what's on the board. So, pick 20, our pick, we got Mookie Cook, Hugo Gonzalez, Ace Noel. I think I'm gonna go with the power forward in maybe I'm gonna take Ace Noel here, and that'll be my pick. So welcome to Chicago. In team play options, we got Javon Carter accepting, Dalen Terry accepting. So that's 2 contracts we can use. No qualifying offers. So heading into free agency, we don't really have money to like sign the big free agents, so I don't know why. But I'm gonna go ahead and re-sign Bland probably. This could be a sign and trade. This actually could be a sign and trade, man. Don't expect me to probably keep him, but this Boyan, this could be a sign and trade. I'm gonna give it a player option, 15 million, and then once again this contract. It could be a sign and trade, man. At the age of 36, we might sign and trade Boyan. We'll just have to see what's out there. And then what do we got for us now? So we got Lonzo, we got a lot of point yards for sure. Levine Caruso, we'll have starting small forward, or we can trade for starting center, better center, power forward. I want to start Patrick Williams this year for sure. Mitchell Robinson is a fine get, and then how? Okay, I had to see something. How is Nikola Vucevic doing? Is he still okay? He's still in the NBA. 13 points. I mean, yeah, but once again, I'm gonna try and sign a trade Boyan Bogdanovic. Alright, so I was looking around the league for a potential sign and trade, and I see the Utah Jazz, and they have a couple players in the trade block, right? Okay. Let's go after the Utah Jazz, Lauri Markkanen, man. Markkanen would be an absolute amazing addition to this team, so I'm offering Boyan Bogdanovic. I'm going to have to trade either Iverson or Javon Carter, and sadly, I think it's going to have to be Javon Carter. And then about 4 more million. Let's say it's Drew. I mean, we might have to trade Iverson. Never mind. He makes a little bit more money, so I would assume it's going to hurt. We already have 2 scoring point guards anyway, so I would assume and then we can trade Noel. Yeah, so Boyan, and then Noel for Lauri Markkanen, and then we get Lauri Markkanen on the team to be our new starting small forward. Wow, I'm surprised I actually agreed to that. That was not a good trade by any means, man. I kind of fleeced the Utah Jazz there. So Boyan, former Utah Jazz, he played with them, and then actually, I think Lauri Markkanen actually played with the Bulls too. Yes, he did. So Lauri Markkanen comes back to Chicago, gets a full opportunity to show what he's got. We got that trade. It's really good. We got Lonzo, Monte Morris, Javon Carter. We got Zach LaVine, Alex Caruso, Laurie, Josh Hart, Dalen Terry, Patrick Williams. And so I think we need to sign some third string guys, and we should be fine. So backup power forwards, Sasha. I mean, it's not amazing. I'll just sign Sasha for now. And then like a third string 2 guard, I see Josh Richardson, and he will be pretty decent here. He could play some minutes for us. So bring in the both of those guys, and after that we have about how many players we have on our team. So we got 13, so we can sign 1 or 2 more players. I'm gonna sign a third string center too. So I see like Steven Adams, Omer Yurtseven would be okay. So I'm gonna sign Omer. I mean on a minimum. I mean I would love to sign somebody on a minimum. And then so I see like Goga Badazi. I don't know if he'll. No, he's not gonna accept the minimum. Wow. Okay. Cody Zeller. I guess I'll be fine. So he'll be our third string center for this year. And then after that, can bring in like a power forward on day 11 or 12. That will be amazing. So Trey Lyles we can sign right now immediately, and that actually might be the route. I'm probably not gonna be able to sign Sadiq Bey. Probably not gonna be able to sign Miles. But I'm gonna go with Trey Lyles, man. Trey Lyles Welcome to Chicago, man. We're signing Trey Lyles to a 1-year deal. And that should put our team over the top right there. And then after that, I'll sign like probably one more. I swear, find the way it is. So that'll be my offseason. Your rotation is Alonzo Ball, Zach LaVine, Lauri Markkanen, Patrick Williams, Mitchell Robinson, Josh Hart. That's a very big starting five, by the way. Monte Morris, Trey Lyles, Alex Caruso, and Drew Eubanks. Perfect rotation. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. End of the season, we're the #1 seed once again in the Eastern Conference. We're fully healthy with Lauri Markkanen. So, player stats, we got 23 from Zach LaVine, 20 from Lauri Markkanen, 17 from Alonzo Ball, 15 from Patrick Williams, 14 from Monte Morris, and 12 from Josh Hart, with 7 from Trey Lyles. Second down here. So at the end of the season, we're the #1 seed. We got to play the Detroit Pistons. So Kay Cunningham, Ivy Buzelis, Miles Bridges, and Xavier Tillman. And I'm guessing nobody's hurt. Or actually, Valanciunas is hurt. And he's actually, let me see how long he's injured. Valanciunas is out for the season on a concussion. Okay, it's kind of wild. He's out for the season on a concussion. But yeah, we also got, SGA out and Jabari Smith as well. Shed Holmgren out for the season. So it's a lot of injuries heading into the playoff, which is very sad to see. But if you take a look at the player stats before we simulate, we got 23 from Zach LaVine, 21 from Lauri Markkanen, 17 from Lonzo, 15 from Patrick Williams, 14 from Monte Morris, 12 from Josh Hart, 7 from Trey Lyles, 7 from Dalen Terry, 5 from Caruso, 5 from Richardson, 4 from Mitchell Robinson, 3 from Drew Eubanks. So yeah, we got Detroit. So game 1 we're gonna take. Game 2 they evened it up. Game 3 we take the 2-1 lead. They evened it up 2-2. Josh Hart sprained his knee, but he should be. Actually, no, he's not going to play, dude. Okay, Josh Hart is out, so he won't be back for the rest of the series. So I guess I'm gonna shrink our rotation to like a 9-man rotation, and then that'll cut like Richardson out of rotation, which I'm fine with. It's not really doing anything too special for us. And then yeah, so can we go ahead and beat the Detroit Pistons and make it out of round 1 for like a long time? Yeah, so can we finally beat the Detroit Pistons in 6? And it's pretty close, and we are going to win in state. So we're going to the second round with 39 from Zach LaVine. So on to the second round. Is Josh Hart close to being back? Okay, he's 1 to 2 weeks. So now we got Cleveland. So Ty Jerome, Donovan Mitchell, Corey Kispert, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen. I'm guessing Darius Garland is out. Okay, so Darius Garland, he is actually, how long is Garland out? Okay, so Garland, this hero critical, looks like it's not a long time. Okay, it's 1 to 2 weeks. So he should be back pretty soon. But let's hurry up and win all the games we need before he comes back. So game 1, we're gonna take, we have about 40 from Zach LaVine. Game 2, we are going to take 37 from LaVine, 26 from Morris, 21, 21, and 20. Very good scoring game for us. Garland is still not back. Game 3, they're going to take, I'm guessing Garland's not back. It looks like Donovan Mitchell is carrying all by himself. They're going to get 1 game. They're going to even it up 2-2 with Garland back. So, yeah, that's what happened. So, can we take the 3-2 lead? Yes, we can. Can we beat them in 6 with Josh Hart back? No, we can't. We're going to a game 7, okay. Alright, game 7 in Chicago, so hopefully we should have home court advantage, and we are, and looking like, hold on, it's a pretty close game. It's definitely not over by any means, but it's over now. We're gonna beat them in 7. Let's go. 35 from LaVine. LaVine's an absolute stud, man, averaging 33 in the playoff. Let's go. So then we got Philly. So Bronny James, Tyrese Maxey, Tobias Harris, Royce O'Neal, and Joel Embiid with Brook Lopez off the bench, and they are fully healthy with no injuries. So it's a pretty, I mean, their depth is pretty good, but I don't think this team is talented enough to beat us. Game 1, we're gonna take. Game 2, we're gonna take. Game 3, we're gonna take. In Game 4, just like that. Like I said, we're in the finals. That team was not that good. Now we got Dallas. So Luka Doncic, Jaden Hardy, Tim Hardaway, Jonathan Kuminga, and Caleb Martin off the bench, Grant Williams, Derek Lively, Terrence Mann, Olivier Maxence Prosper, and Dwight Powell. Honestly, this team is not terrible by any means. They got Luka averaging 36 in the playoffs. They got Jaden Hardy averaging 26 in the season. And 26, yeah, in the playoffs in Dallas, they got Tim Hardaway. Jonathan Kuminga's a stud. We all know that. Kyle. It's a very good team. They could go ahead and beat them. That's the thing. So hopefully our guys can keep going. Mr. Robinson is mad at us for some reason. I don't know why he's mad. They say he's feeling horrible right now. I don't know why, but okay. It looks like he's done with Chicago. That's what he says. So yeah, all right. So game 1 in the finals, we're gonna take. We have about 26 from Marketing. Game 2, Lonzo Ball broke his leg. He's out for the season. There's no way, bro.
16 points and then 7 rebounds, or 36% from three, 39% from three, right, just down the drain right there. So we're without Lonzo Ball this year. We're gonna go ahead and take game 2, 29 for Monty Morris. So maybe Monty Morris can step up big time for us. They're gonna get one game with Levine and Monty Morris, 34 points. Wow, okay. Can we go? We're gonna take the 3-1 lead with 45 from Mark and 25 from Levine. If we beat them, we're gonna beat them 5 to get our first championship. It says Luka Doncic is Finals MVP, but probably just a glitch. It really should be Zach LaVine. He averaged 32 points in the playoffs. Mark and or Monte Morris. It could be either one of these guys. We are NBA champions. Do we run it back one more year, or do we just end it off on that note? Like when we're fully healthy, maybe, or do we just run it back one more year? I think this is like the perfect rebuild, right? I mean, we put the Bulls back into contender mode, like the best way possible, man, with Lonzo Ball. I think that's like the perfect rebuild, man. We got everything we needed. That's gonna be the end of the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.